What's up? This is Pugilist King, and today I'm going to do my post-fight review on Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. So, last weekend we had the fight between Kell Brook, who was the IBF champion, and his mandatory challenger Errol Spence, which took place at the football stadium Bramall Lane in Sheffield this last Saturday night. So, my initial prediction for the fight was Errol Spence by 11th round stoppage. Thankfully, maybe out of a bit of luck, I was correct. I didn't put a bet on it, although I should have done, because that would have made me some good money. But the fact of the matter is, Errol Spence is now the newly crowned IBF welterweight champion. Now, I watched the fight myself. I didn't watch it live. I actually watched it on YouTube when it was uploaded to YouTube. And I personally thought it was a very entertaining fight. Probably even one of the best performances of Kell Brook's career, even though he lost. And I found it entertaining. I saw Errol Spence going to the body. I said that he needed to go to the body. And even though my prediction was correct, it was by stoppage. It wasn't really the way I planned it. Not by Kell Brook injuring himself, but by Kell Brook gassing out. So I wasn't completely correct. I don't take any credit for my prediction being correct. Anyway, it was an entertaining performance by both guys. Brook was doing well, and both guys were showing great feats of physical strength. Both guys are very physically strong. Both guys punch hard. Kell Brook obviously doesn't have the punch variety that Errol Spence has either, and I don't really have much to say except that it was just a really entertaining performance, and it was a close enough fight. It wasn't like Errol Spence was blasting Brook round by round. I think Brook may have been up in the scorecards by a point, so it was that close. I said that there is a possibility of Brook outboxing Spence. He did at spells do the better work on the outside, but Spence brought it to him. It brought Brook out of his comfort zone. Unfortunately, Brook injured the other eye, I think similar to how he injured his right eye against Gennady Golovkin. So that's unfortunate for Kell Brook. People say that he's a quitter, he doesn't have heart. What would you do if you were in that situation? If you were threatened to go blind, you probably would give up. And that's it. That's all to it. It's not like he was on the canvas or something and he was able to get up but didn't, like Charles Martin versus Anthony Joshua or Victor Ortiz. It wasn't like that. The guy's eye socket was, excuse my language, but his eye socket was fucked up. So that's what happened. It's not like he quit out of, I don't know, being gassed or something to that effect. He took a knee, his eye was injured, and these things do happen in boxing. He showed plenty of heart the rest of the fight. Showed plenty of heart in the Golovkin fight. Heart isn't an issue with Kell Brook. But when your eyesight is in the question, you don't want to be continued fighting. This guy's got kids, remember. They don't want to come home to a father that's blind due to making a living, so it was understandable that he'd quit. Anyone would, in the right mind. There may be an exception, but nah. And I did see something on Twitter. Someone made a very, very good point. I'm not sure who posted it. It was about Gerald McClelland. He obviously has eyesight and hearing problems because of the Nigel Benn fight. I'm not saying that it's Nigel Benn's fault, but this can occur whenever things go too far in the sport of boxing. And me, as not a boxing ambassador but as a fan of the sport, I don't want to see this kind of stuff. Regardless of the bravery and everything else, I don't want to see people getting hurt. Because at the end of the day, yes, boxing is violent, but if you compare it to other sports, and I'm not dissing other sports, but the sportsmanship is far better. I mean, two guys battle their will out against each other, and they overcome adversity to such an extent, and then they make up and become friends and have the deepest respect for each other. And I'm sorry to bash any football fans, but you don't see that in football. Yes, you do see them shaking hands and all that, but you see a lot of, fakeness in it. Whereas boxing, it's genuine. I don't hate football or anything like that. That's just my opinion. So don't, give me hate for expressing my opinion. There's enough said about that. As far as what Brook does next, I don't know if he'll retire yet. 54 is obviously a good move up for him. He can maybe get a fight with Liam Smith. It's a very winnable fight for him. And maybe the Khan fight. See, if he has the Khan fight, he might be able to retire after that. And it's a winnable fight for him. It's a winnable fight for Khan as well, I think. But it's obviously, there's chin questions and everything. Kell Brook obviously has a good chin, but as far as Amir Khan's concerned, there's always an issue with that chin of his. But that could be a good fight. It doesn't sell out Wembley. It might sell out Old Trafford though. So it's worth Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman negotiating that fight, even if it takes place in 2018. I love to see it as a fan. And to me, it's genuinely 50-50 in my eyes. Now, obviously, I don't want to see any rematches with Brook and Spence. I just think it ends the same way, if not worse. Spence versus Thurman, absolutely. That's the talk of the moment. I would love to see that. Obviously, Thurman's got issues to the body. Spence is a southpaw, similar to that of Louis Collazo, but obviously better, so there's a possibility. Anyways, I've probably been talking for about 10 minutes now, so feel free to give me your opinions below. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is Pugilist King. Thanks for watching.